The moment she walked into the dojo, the atmosphere shifted, not with curiosity, but with quiet judgment. The instructor's voice broke the silence like a whip. "You're in the wrong place, sweetheart. Yoga's next door." The words echoed through the room, slicing the air with ridicule. Laughter followed, light but stinging, as every eye turned toward her. She stood still, not flinching, not blinking, just calm. She wore a plain grey t-shirt, a clean white belt, and no expression. Her name was Emily Parker. There was nothing flashy about her, no branded gear, no ego, no hint of wanting to impress. But somehow, her stillness seemed to bother him more than any outburst could have. The instructor wasn't done. "We don't babysit grocery girls," he added, loud enough for everyone to hear. That one hit harder, meant to humiliate. Emily had heard that tone before, while scanning items at the supermarket where she worked, or passing through gyms and campuses. People always made the same assumptions. Small, quiet, weak. They never looked deeper. She had learned long ago that being underestimated wasn't a burden. It was a weapon. The class kicked off with intense drills, sharp movements, loud yells. The black belt barked orders and threw praise toward the loudest students. But for Emily, there was only more sarcasm. Too slow. "Loosen up. Unless you're practicing ballet." She didn't respond, not even with a glance. She simply moved through the drills, precise, fluid, and grounded. Not showy, not aggressive, just deliberate. Her technique had no excess, no wasted energy, and that, more than anything, seemed to anger him. He couldn't provoke her, couldn't shake her. And so he tried something else. "Let's end with a lesson," he announced. Then, with eyes locked on her, "You, with me." The room stiffened. No one sparred with the instructor on their first day. This wasn't training, it was a public takedown. Emily stepped forward without hesitation. She bowed. No hesitation, no nerves. The mat went silent. He circled her like a predator, sizing up a rabbit, bouncing on his toes with a smirk. "Defend yourself," he said. Then came a low kick. She dodged, smooth as a whisper. He followed with a palm strike. She blocked it clean. His expression hardened. Now he was serious. He lunged in, fast, aggressive, committed. But in the blink of an eye, everything changed. She pivoted, dropped, grabbed his wrist, twisted, shifted her weight, and slammed him to the mat with such force the entire room froze. He didn't get up right away. The shock on his face said it all. Before anyone could speak, Emily bowed again. No smile, no gloating. Just quiet respect. She didn't need applause. What they didn't know was that Emily had been training in traditional Aikido since she was 6 years old. Her father taught her in wooden floor dojos, barefoot and focused, year after year. She never chased belts, never posted videos, never asked for validation. Her strength came from timing, control, and presence. Aikido wasn't about domination, it was about redirection. And above all, it was about humility. Emily had come to this dojo on purpose. She had heard the rumors, how they mocked beginners, how they tore down women who didn't fit the mold. She didn't come to prove herself, she came to confront a culture. And when the insults started, when they tried to set her up to fail, she didn't complain. She didn't explain herself, she just waited. And then she let her silence speak in the loudest way possible. The instructor rose slowly, disoriented. His pride crumpled like paper. He tried to speak, but the words wouldn't come. What could he say? That he slipped? That she got lucky? No one in the room believed that. One by one, the students began to clap. Soft but genuine. Even the senior students bowed toward her, not because they had to, but because they saw what real mastery looked like. Emily picked up her bag and walked out the door. No fuss, no words. Just gone, quietly, completely, and unforgettable. A week later, a new sign appeared on the dojo wall in bold letters. No assumptions, only observation, and beneath it a name, Emily Parker. The woman they mocked, the woman they tried to ignore, the woman who, with a single movement, changed everything. So the next time you judge someone by their job, their belt, or how softly they speak, remember the strongest person in the room is often the one waiting patiently for the moment to reveal it. and when they do, the entire room goes silent. If this story moved you, hit the like button, leave a karma in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.